What else? I have only dated black women. Okay. I know somebody's gonna come in here and be like, oh, why do you only date black women? Why don't you date white women? I'm not attracted to them. I'm not attracted to white women. I don't know if I ever be attracted to white women. It's just not like, and there's been some beautiful white women that talk to me and flirt with me, and I'm just kind of like, I'm stuck. I'm stuck because I don't know what to do because I'm just not attracted to them. I've had people tell me, well, since you've had such a bad rapport with black women and they haven't treated you right, like, and it's just the women that I've dealt with. Let's just make that clear. But I've been told, why don't you try another race? Come closer. If they are toxic, it doesn't matter what the race is. Do we have this realization? It doesn't matter what the race is. Like, everybody has a type. Everybody has a type that they go for, right? Like, come on, man. I don't do that. As far as knowing what I like, that's what I like. And I'm not going to stop dating black women just because I've had a few bad apples. You feel what I'm saying? A few bad women that I've dealt with. Like, it's lessons that were being learned. Like, certain traits I will not deal with no more. Certain things I let slide in the past that I won't let slide now. Like, it's a lot of stuff, and you really have to be like really loving yourself for me to even want to get to know you on that level. Because if you're not, girl, the most you're gonna get from me now is flirting, and that's it. Like, I'm only focused on myself now. Eventually I will bear children, and I will have kids, and I will have the family, and I will have a wife, and we will be married, and all of these things. Because first you got to have a girlfriend. Like, all of this stuff will happen for me, but I am not worried about that at this current moment. I'm more focused on myself and getting myself together. So that's what I care about. All right. So for those of y'all that are going to ask me, why black women? I don't know. I can't tell you. I don't know. I really feel like it's the I don't know, man. I don't know. They just do it for me, okay? They just do it for me. And they're not going to take no shit. Meaning, there's not going to be no crying. There's not going to be no whining. There's not going to be like, they be like, okay, you get over yourself and let's really sit down and talk about this. Like, there's none of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, extraness. I've been fed very good though. Because I've only been vegan for like, what, a year and a half now. So when I did have some women cook for me, I had some women cook for me. You feel me? I had some women cook for me. Shit. I'm just thinking about these plates now, child, and I can't have it, but there's one woman that's gonna watch this that knows I'm talking about her. Ooh, Jesus! I miss that. I miss the cooking, and I ain't gonna lie. That woman also, y'all ain't never gonna know who it is, but that woman also used to put out my clothes for me when I was working. She would have my clothes put out for me, have stuff set up in the house, like picked up a little bit, cleaned up a little bit, like not nothing, no deep cleaning, but like picked up and cleaned up. And as soon as I walk in, I smell food, and I'm getting a kiss. Oh, I took this so much for granted. Like, now that I'm thinking about it, I got a kiss, and you know what I'm saying? Ask me how my day was at work, and then I would go and take a shower and Girl, almost every time I would see my basketball shorts and my t-shirt on that bed, I would almost cry. Every time. Every time. Whoo, every time. That one time that I had that woman in my house for a good little minute. It wasn't long, but for a good little minute for her vacation when she came out down to me. Baby, I missed that. I missed that. Let me stop gloating though, cause I do miss that though. I do miss that. That's the type of woman that I like. Like, that's the type of woman that I really want to have in my future. Because I don't want nobody that, if you can't cook, you can't clean, you don't want to clean, or you don't know how to clean. I think you don't know how to clean is like the worst. Because how you done move through your whole life not knowing how to clean. But anyway, the cooking, I guess I could overlook that. I'm not quite sure if I could overlook that. Because you can learn, but baby, you gonna have to know how to pick up. You gonna have to know how to take. Anyway, I'm getting off the subject. That I missed that, and ever since she did that, now if I don't get that from a woman, I feel some type of way. I feel some type of way if I don't get that from a woman. I am a Leo. For those that don't know, my birthday is August 7th. I think I already said that already. I was born in 91, so I am only 33. Okay, so I'm still out here learning my life lessons. Baby, let me tell you, I thought in my 30s, let's have a little laugh, a little kiki, shall we? I thought in my 30s I was going to have it together. And I'm trying to figure out where in my brain did I think that was going to happen. Because I really had it mapped out up here. I'm going to have a house when I'm in my 30s. I'm going to have at least, a child or two by then. I'm going to be married to my wife. Like, my brain went into that mode, and now I'm 33, and I'm like, girl, ain't none of that shit happening. What the fuck was I thinking? Like, none of that happened, girl. What? I ain't had kids yet, for many reasons. I'm not married, don't have a wife, don't even have a girlfriend, which I'm fine with all that, but none of that worked out, and now I'm restarting over with another place because I do want to have a home. Okay, let's get this out there. I do want to have a home, but right now I'm more focused on just having a place of my own and rebuilding myself and saving. Okay, so that is my plan. That is all I'm focused on. Let's see. What signs have I dated? I'm thinking about the last two signs I dated. They were the same sign. Last one in particular. Lord help me. Whew. I didn't mean to make that noise on purpose. What signs have I dated? I have dated Geminis. Pisces. What else? I feel like I'm missing one. I dated one Aries. Now, I'm not doing this because I feel like the Aries gonna come and try to attack me. It's just because she didn't know what she wanted back then. She didn't know if she wanted a man or a woman, and it really aggravated me. So yeah, that was the reason why we didn't mesh. She wasn't a bad person. She still isn't a bad person, but see, Aries. Try the Scorpio once, girl. Help me. That was horrible. That was bad, child. That was bad. That was bad. That was bad. And I'm gonna tell y'all why it was bad. Because I decided to be feminine one night, right? And dressed up, girl, in all the things, right? Trying to match my shit down. Lingerie, tight wise, bra and panties, whatever. Because I don't wear panties. But whatever. And had a little kimono fucking, the kimono silk little robe from Victoria's Secret. All my shit was Victoria's Secret, girl. Was laying in the bed, child. Had fucking heels on at that. This girl came in my house. It was a small little apartment. Came in my little place from work and was like, oh, why you dressed like that? Didn't touch me. Didn't get near me. Didn't get excited. Nothing. Baby, when I say I wanted to fucking take my heels off and hit her upside the head, violence is never the answer. But I was like, bitch, I done did all this. And really? I don't got pearls on, but really, girl? Oh, so for the longest time after that, I didn't really get into the feminine because, girl, that rejection hurt. That rejection hurt. Any other woman that comes home and her woman is always dressed masculine and she dressed like that, you what I consider actually like really gay, you gonna get excited. You gonna drop what you doing. If you're on the phone, you gonna be like, girl, let me call you back. I don't know what's going on, but let me call you back. And probably like tomorrow type thing. And get the fucking cracking. Get the going. Because, girl, I put time and effort into looking like that. And you don't always get to see me in that manner. Baby, I was so pissed off. But now I know she didn't really like me for real. She just needed a place to stay, honey. And that's no shade. That's real. That's the real tea about that. She just needed a place to stay. But baby, girl, y'all have to work extra hard to ever see me like that again, baby, because I don't do well with rejection. And I mean like rejection like that. Like how I dressed up like that and you ain't excited. You ain't happy to see me like that. You just like, oh, why you dressed like that? And you going about your business. You ain't coming over there kissing on me, touching on me, trying to, you know what I'm saying? Figure it all out like that? No. Because you got to be excited, bitch. It ain't going to work. It ain't going to work. So yeah, that's a little fun fact about me. About that. And the last sign I dated was... I don't have nothing to do a drum roll. Okay, hold on. Oh, that was all offbeat. It was a Sagittarius. It was a Sagittarius. Sagittarius. I'm going to say this, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Y'all better be ready for all types of shits, giggles, shenanigans. I mean, girl, if you don't love yourself when you deal with them, you definitely going to love yourself afterwards. You definitely gonna love yourself afterwards. I would never recommend a Sagittarius to anybody. Ever. And I mean dating wise. Now it could change when I get older. Ain't no telling. But baby, I feel like for the Sagittarius that I have dated and I have dealt with, I feel like we need to have a documentary. Just forget this because I'm tired of being nice about it. We need to have a documentary. We need to have a documentary where you were this close, this close, this close to losing yourself. That close to losing yourself and being in the orange suit and not having any more freedom in life ever again. I mean going down bad. Going down bad, honey. Because Sagittarius will have you all the way fucked up. Sagittarius will have you, girl, when I tell you I was so discombobulated with everything that was going on. What makes it so bad about that, Sagittarius are really good when it comes to sex. I have to give credit where it's due. Sagittarius are really good when it comes to sex. Baby, they'll have you so fucked up in the head. Because that's what you're thinking about, right? And they make sure that they overperform for the whole reason, so that way when you get with somebody else, it's like, oh, girl, this is okay. This ain't, I've had better. Like, and that is so toxic. That is so toxic. But baby, Sagittarius, I will try any other sign again before I do that. Even my own. I promise y'all I will. Because Sagittarius, I don't know. I can't do it. I cannot do it. I question myself so many times. And I know I wasn't the problem the entire time. No. I dealt with the first woman I actually dated her, okay? She was not bad. She was not bad. Shout out to her, alright? She was not bad. And she was good sexually. The second woman, the last woman, the woman I moved up to Tennessee for, oh yeah, we gonna... Let's put 2 and 2 together and make 4, baby, today. The math is mathing. Y'all catching some tea. The last woman that I moved up to Tennessee for, she was a Sag. Baby, I've never been taken through hell and back so many times in my life. Never. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. I've been with chocolate women. I love me some chocolate women, baby. I love me. If you were to look at the record of who I've dated and dealt with, majority of them was chocolate, right? This last woman, was light skinned. This last woman was light skinned. And when I say, now I understand why they be saying that about light skinned men and women. It's spot on. It's spot on. Because why are we going through this? Why do you feel the need to do this? Why do you feel the need to take me through this? Why do you feel like you need to have your cake and eat it too every time you turn around? Can you not control yourself? Like when I tell you it's everywhere. We everywhere. And I fell in love. Like fell in love with her. And I told her that a couple times. To her. I said, that's what I get for falling for your light skin ass. That's what I get. That's what I get. Because I ain't... I laugh about it now, bro. But when I tell you that bitch, she had me going through it just because, like, let me put this out there, right? Let me just be real for a second. I don't like when women get with me and it's just purely because, oh, I want to experiment and have my first white woman. The reason that aggravates me is because I don't do that to black women. Even the first black woman that I've been with didn't do that. And most of the black, like the beginning of when I was dating, just to give y'all more tea, majority of them were studs. Oh yeah, baby. Majority of them were studs. They weren't femmes. Majority of them were studs. But yeah, it's just like, I'm like, girl, what is... Don't get with me if I'm gonna be an experiment to you, because I don't do that to other women. You feel me? And even when I got with this woman, I didn't get with her because I was like, oh, this is gonna be my first light-skinned woman. I literally fell in love with this girl. And I started saying that after the fact. After I was brought through so much hell and turmoil and stuff with her years later, I was like, that's what I get for dating your light skin ass. Like, because, oh my God, because it's crazy. It's a myth. Like, these women, at the end of the day, are not bad people. They're not bad women. And she's a mother. She's a wonderful mother. But that dating experience, it just wasn't meant. And baby, that shit just took me through too much. It was too much. So signs, I'm open to anybody except for Sagittarius. I'm open to anybody now except for Sagittarius. I'm taking all applications for all signs except for a Sagittarius. If you are Sagittarius, I'm so sorry, baby. I've been too scarred by y'all. This last one in particular. And I need a breather. I need a break. I don't know if I'm gonna never deal with y'all again, but I need a break, baby. Because, you know, as friends, y'all are wonderful. Family, wonderful. As lovers, I ain't had a good experience. I have not had a good experience, okay? And I know everybody has a sign or a couple of signs that they've had bad experiences with. But that one in particular, baby, no. No, 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 no. No. No, 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 no. No. No, 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 no. Like that man to be singing that Hell No song. That should be y'all's theme song. As soon as you say Sagittarius, that need to start playing. But I need to stop because Day is a Sag. Carla from Nick and Carla's a Sag. I love y'all as friends. I do. I genuinely love y'all as friends. I love y'all as people I can come to for advice. I love how goofy y'all can fucking be and how off the wall y'all can be. And I do love y'all as family. But baby, as lovers, I need a break. For a while. I need to press pause on y'all for a while. So, yeah. Because I ain't have no good experience with it. I'm out of coffee now. But yeah. Let's see, what else? I still have favorite colors. So, my favorite colors are actually blue. Blue and then green. But, decorating the house, down to the decor in my bedroom, down to like everything, I love black. Black in the house does something to me, okay? That is my color. I do enjoy it. At first, I was kind of hesitant a couple years ago, but when I started putting black in there, and I really like the way it just brings stuff to the house that wasn't there before in a good way, right? It makes stuff pop. I just like it, okay? So, the black decor, I'm big on. Love it to death. Wouldn't have it no other way. I might incorporate another color with it the next place that I get. So, it might be like black and gold, or black and silver, or black and blue. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think of another color. Or possibly black and red. I don't know. But yeah. Love that for decor. I'm trying to think of what else. I love to swim. I love to swim. I've grew up doing the pool thing. My grandmother had a pool. Shout out to her. May she rest in peace. The day of her passing is coming up. It's September 25th. So if y'all don't hear from me for a while, that's probably why. Because I just need to get my thoughts together, because I definitely miss my grandmother. My grandmother was my girl. That's my everything, man. Because she really gave me a second chance to get back on my feet and really get myself together. And I miss her so much. Her birthday is actually November 3rd. For those that are wondering, she is a Scorpio, baby. She didn't put up with no shit. She didn't put up with no shit. Like, her as a grandma, she was hilarious. Like, she didn't put up with no shit. She used to, my grandpa was, and rest in peace to him too. My grandpa was a Leo, baby. Very beginning of Leo season in July. And when I tell you, they used to go at it, it was the funniest thing to watch them. Because they loved each other. They had been together for like 50-something years by the time I think it was like 54. It's between 52 and 54 years that they were together. So that they were each other's other half. You feel what I'm saying? And even though they would go ham on each other, they still loved each other, man. Like, my grandpa could not function without her. My grandpa could not function without that woman. My grandmother would have been okay. But my grandpa could function without her. She was hilarious. Yeah, I wish there was a way that y'all could, like, I can't find the videos. I used to have videos of them, like, going off on each other. So my grandpa's name was Frank. And my grandmother's name was Elaine. Really Mildred, but she didn't like being called that. So she went by Elaine, right? So, bruh, when I say all I used to hear all the time is, shut up, Frank. Like, and she would be so adamant about that name part. I be trying not, when my grandpa used to mess up, I would do my best not to tell him, because I already knew he was gonna get it. So I would say to myself, because they used to, but when I tell you they used to get into it, And one time, my mom and my aunt thought it was funny. This was years ago. But they thought it was funny to send flowers to my grandmother, right? But they didn't put who it was from. They didn't put who it was from, right? And they kept messing with my grandpa. They would come in there and be like, oh, who sent you flowers, Mom? Who da-da-da-da? They're so pretty. Like, and he'd be like, He was mad. He was mad, boy. And at one point, he was like, oh, who sent you those flowers, Elaine? Was it that, what was that man's name? I can't think of it right now. But he was like, was it that man? That man that's always complimenting you at the office, always talking about you beautiful, you look nice, your makeup, da-da-da, like... Was that who sent you them flowers? When I tell y'all, my grandpa was heated, boy. He was so jealous. He was so jealous. She snapped in his ass because she got tired of him saying it. She was like, Frank, we are how old? I am married to you. She said, how many times you gonna come at me about this? Clearly it had to be one of the girls. Because they get a kick out of, you know what I'm saying, upsetting you. So it had to be one of them. Because they would send her favorite flowers. And like when my grandmother because she got cancer, she had it for like 6 years, almost 7. And it kept coming back. First, it started out as bone cancer. And it just kept coming back. She couldn't get rid of it. But the first time she got sick, that's when I really honed in and was like, I got to stay with my grandmother and be there around her, because losing her is going to kill me. Like, and it still takes a major effect and toll on me, because I love my grandmother so much. And it was difficult. Like, that was difficult. It was a very difficult time, because I was at her bedside when she took her last breath. I was at her bedside all the way up until that happened. And I was still working. And I should have spent more time with her then, you know what I'm saying? It got to a point where one time I was watching her and I was trying to help her out of the bed. And as I'm trying to help her out of the bed, she literally lost the ability to walk. And that crushed me. And I'm not going to stay on this subject too long because I don't want to get emotional, but that crushed me. Because you think about it, like, they've seen you grow up, right? As babies all the way up. Been around you when you was walking and moving and stuff. And now the reverse effect has happened. And that crushed me. Because my grandmother was an extremely strong woman. And I was like, damn, that's like, what? Like, bro, when I tell you, and I miss her to this day. I miss her. I was watching Chasing Reality, Chasing Atlanta. Chasing Atlanta will always be and forever be my favorite. Okay, Chasing Atlanta will always be my favorite. But watching it with how Willa just got so, and rest in peace to your grandmother, Willa. How emotional she got, and I understood her. I can feel that pain, because I miss the same things. I miss the phone calls. I miss the laughs. I miss the charisma. You know what I'm saying? The getting us out of the funk together and making each other laugh and thinking about funny things and stuff like that. I miss it. I miss going to see her. I miss the visits. I miss sitting down at the table, because she didn't believe in you eating in the living room or eating anywhere else. Like, you sat down at that table in the dining room and you ate, or you sat down and had serious conversations at that table. It don't matter if your butt went to sleep. You sitting at that table. So I miss her. There are times where I want to talk to her, and there are times where she visits me, though. Typically in dreams. Or she'll send me signs. Like recently there was some birds. We used to pick on her and tell her she was like Snow White of the animals, you feel me? So, because she would feed the birds bad bread. Don't ask me why she would do that, and it would be, you choose now? It would be, what are they called? Crows. And sometimes crows visit me. So when I hear them or when I see them, I just know that has a lot to do with my grandmother.